Hi, everybody. Thank God for another awesome day. We're grateful to God. An amazing opportunity for another perfect day. I own no rights to any music, but just go along with me and let's enjoy it together. I am grateful. I am grateful to God for blessing me with all of you and you guys blessing me so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Today, I just want to share a short story with you. The story of Job. I do. For those who haven't read it, it's all about a man who was faithful in the presence of God. He was blameless, so we are told, before God. I can't boast of that. I wish I could. I can't. And Satan was looking for who to destroy. Satan visited God and said, but I'm looking for somebody. He says, have you tried my servant Job? And so God gave him, Satan, the opportunity to go and try Job. Satan destroyed his children, killed off all of his children, took away his wealth, made him very sick. And of course, friends came in and mocked him and said he had sinned. Even his wife went to say, curse God and die. Well, that's a story for another day, you know. So, and Job was faithful. He refused to blame God. He refused to turn away from God. In his darkness was when God was boasting more about him. And of course, the long story is what God turned around and blessed Job more than ever before because of his faithfulness. And asked the friends to come and ask Job to pray for them to even survive. That got me thinking. When our darkness comes, when darkness in our lives come, will we be faithful? You may be going through a job loss. You may be going through marital issues. You may be going through health issues. Your children may not be where you thought they were supposed to be, and it's brought you down. You could have prayed, you could have fasted, you could have planted seed, done all night, but nothing. It seems as if nothing is happening. Could you be a Job that God is boasting about? But sometimes we all fail God because we assume since God didn't answer, let plan B come in practice. Since God didn't do it as quick as I wanted to, let me try my own way. And you deviate yourself away from God and you enter the camp of the enemy, but then blame God for not protecting you. I wondered why God allowed it to happen to Job. I don't know. Most of us, join me when we get to heaven. Let's ask God why he does that. Because it is in our trials. It is, I personally think, that's my personal view here. I personally think it is in our dark moments that we die to self. It is in our dark moments that you believe there is a bigger God, there is a bigger person, bigger than you. It is in that moment. But when everything else is going on well in your life, we always think we don't need God because we're capable of doing it. We've become our own gods. The manual of life reminds us light came into the world, but men love darkness because our deeds were dark. Most of us, when the shaking comes, even as children of God, as we claim to be, we start to deviate from God. We went to God believing that God was going to answer everything. Our lives were going to be better. And then you realize actually your life isn't better. It's even getting worse than when you didn't know God. It's because we've been detoxed. It is because you're dying to self. It is you're moving to the next level. You know, there's a normal saying I always tell my kids. I said, when when government changes hands, a few heads have to go. A few heads now in the sense that the old you has to leave you. When you move from one kingdom to another, the old you has to leave you. You need to believe and trust that God will definitely fight for you. Just as he fought for Job, believe that he can also fight for you. Yesterday, let me tell you a little story, right? Yesterday, as I turned off the lights in my home, the whole place became dark. For 1 second, I panicked. My eyes adjusted to the darkness. I navigated my way and got to the other side of the door and I came out. Sometimes, and I started meditating. Probably that's what happens to all of us. When darkness comes, we panic. We panic, most of us, we panic and then run rather than allowing our eyes to adjust to the darkness so we can find a path and see even clearly. We run and start to do other things. We run and start to think God isn't there or God didn't answer. So let me do something that God is not there. But today I've come to remind us it is in our darkness that light shines brighter and better than ever before. When your house is dark, you walk in a dark home. When you turn on the lights, you just feel good. Turn on the lights within you. The light is already within you. Yes, the world is full of darkness, but it doesn't mean you should not adjust your eyes to the darkness and navigate your way to get to the other side. Join me as we all navigate, digging deep within us, bringing out the light. The light is not anywhere else. The light is you. You are the light. You are the city that has been placed on a hill that cannot be hidden. So don't hide in your darkest moment. I'll leave you with this. Maybe all those mockers, maybe all those people mocking and laughing at you, God will one day ask them to come to you. That you will be the one to take them to God. You will be the one to help them in something. God is a good God. He's faithful. Join me as we dig deep and become awesome people in invoking our 2020 in our noun. Thank you guys so much. Love you. Bye for now.